Good afternoon, everyone. We'll just wait for a few more seconds for everyone to come into this informative, interactive webinar that we have for you in connecting the dots within your business for one, to be relevant and unique. My name is Jesus Padilla. I am the Assistant Director here at the Florida Small Business Development Center here at FIU, under the FIU College of Business, along with this exciting project, BizCap, which is the Business Growth and Acceleration Program. Some general housekeeping items. This is a recorded webinar. In case if you have to step out, answer a phone call, don't worry. All participants will be receiving today's presentation along with the recording as well. So definitely encourage you to like and subscribe our YouTube channel. Throughout today's presentation, if you have any questions, by all means, strongly encourage you to put it in the Q&A. Throughout the presentation, I'll be more than happy to moderate them on your behalf. This is a good opportunity to introduce yourself, what type of business you have, what industry you're in, so that we'll be able to present some additional tips for today's presentation. So without further ado, allow me to introduce you to Adriana Madinal. She is one of our business consultants, and she'll be today's presenter. Adriana, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Jesus, and thank you, everybody. It's my pleasure to be here today. And today I'm going to talk connecting the dots within your business to be relevant and unique. Many times we start our businesses, we do too many things, but we forget the most important things. So this presentation will bring us to the basics, things that we will never forget. So let's start. So this is me, Adriana Madrinan. I'm a BizCap consultant. If you need my assistance, please, through Jesus or in the chat, you can get a way to access my help. Jesus will explain more details at the end. Okay, so if you see in the first title, I talk about being relevant and unique. There is no way your business can be successful if it is not relevant and unique. But there is a huge caveat. You can be unique if you are relevant, but there is no way you can be unique first and then relevant later. Relevant is first. Relevant is related on how the market needs you. What you are offering is something that is needed in the market, that is important. So to know if your business is relevant, we need to really understand our customer, know what is the need of that customer, and what is that unique solution we provide, or that solution that solves the need of our customer. And that's why this presentation is called Connecting the Dots. Because if we don't connect these three dots, we are not relevant. So the business is not relevant. And when a business is not relevant, nobody needs that business. So there is no reason to exist. Okay? So let's see how we can connect these three dots to make our business relevant. So step one is to really understand our customer. I'm going to stop here. Since we're going to start, any question, please put it in the chat. Gabby will be very nice and will share with me any questions you have, but you can put it in the chat or in the Q&A. So if any information you need to share, please use that tool. I'm here to help you. So let's see. Let's start with a question. How many of you, and I want you to answer in the chat, think your business attends everybody, attends multiple groups, or attend 1 to 2 segments only? Please, I want you to put it in the chat to really understand how everyone is thinking. Okay, Vanessa attends only 1 to 2 segments. Okay, who else? So just feel free. Okay, do I feel my product goes to everybody? Just almost everybody, or only 2 to 3 segments only? Okay, so we have 3 people that have answered 3. So that means that they are attending 1 to 2 segments. And the rest, feel free to answer. I'm going to give you 2 more seconds. Okay, Genesis 1. Okay. Who else? Who else? If you don't know, feel free to answer. It's just that it will help me to know how to help you. Okay, So let's move on. Most of you put 3, Genesis put 1, and I expect that many of the ones that didn't answer are either between 1 or 2, okay? So the reality, and this is not to make to feel bad. Many of the businesses, when we start, we think our product attends everybody. But the reality is we only attend a few segments, and that's where we should focus. The reason we should focus, it's because we don't want to be in the middle of all the battle where everybody's fighting for the news and the information. When we try to get everybody, especially all of us, I also have a small business, it's very difficult to generate noise so that people recognize us because it's very expensive. So the most efficient way to communicate what your business does and why for those that have a need, you have a solution, is to find those niches. Genesis, what is your business? I want to know why your business attends everybody. I really want to help you. I see that the rest are more focused in the one niche, but Genesis, if you can put there, it will really help me to help you understand how you can find those niches. So please put it there. So really, the US is huge. Like I come from Colombia. Maybe many of you come from not from here or different markets. When we live in a market that is very small, we tend to sell everything to everyone. But the US is a huge market. Therefore, it's very, very important that I find my own niche so I can really, really go there and make it super efficient. It will be better if I put a post that I know is very niche, because I know it will, whatever I invest, it will go towards that niche and not to everyone, because within everyone, there will be many people that won't be connected. So, so Genesis, really, if you will really help me, and I think I can really help you. And I really want to know, maybe you are a product that you are useful for everyone. So I want to know, okay? So the first thing is to focus on the needs, not the wants. Not that it's nice to have. Some products are nice to have for everyone. You know, everybody wants to have a nice hairstyle, but not everyone can drive to where I have my hair salon, for instance. Okay, everybody needs to have maybe to cut their hair at least a couple of times a year. So that's an essential. So let's try to focus on what is essential. So I want you to think about this. And I want you to answer these questions. Really take a pen and a paper and answer. Who's the primary person, organization, or group that you are helping and serving? So who's that person? Who's that ideal client? Because that's what we want to know. Who's this ideal person? Who will ultimately pay you? Maybe many people are interested, but who are those people or businesses that will really pay you? And what is really important for them? So when you answer these 3 questions, you will be able to really understand your customer segment and really narrow it down. So let's continue with the idea of the hair salon. So I have a hair salon, and the primary person, I'm very good at braiding. So the person that I'm looking for is people that really like to wear braids and they will benefit for high quality braids that will last for a long time. So I should look for that special group segment within all the clients to really, whenever I talk, the message will resonate. There is something that if I talk to people that that are giving my message that is not relevant for them, they won't listen. If you have kids, you know what I'm saying. You may be saying many things, but sometimes they are not they don't care about it, so they just don't listen. So the same happens with every client. If it's not a message that you can make it resonate with them, they would just not listen. The same if I send information to an organization. If this organization, what I'm saying is not relevant for them, they will disconnect. They won't listen. Also, who's going to pay you? Because sometimes we have, let's say, yes, we do this amazing work to help companies, maybe, I don't know, destroy all documents. But who's going to pay you? Because I can contact many people within that organization, but the one that is important is the one that is responsible to destroy those confidential documents. Or maybe I'm selling diapers. So who's the person that is buying the diapers? Maybe it's not the mom. Maybe she's busy with the baby. So maybe, or is the mom and the dad? The dad is the one maybe going to the supermarket, or, you know, so we really need to understand who's paying us and what is really, really important for them. Sometimes when we say, I do everything, they don't feel, we name what they need. So it's very important to know what is the 1 to 2, maximum 3 things they really care. So even though our product and service could offer more things, we need to be able to explicitly explain what is important for them. So these 3 questions, and you're going to get this presentation, you need to be able to answer them in order to create this presentation. Step 2 is the need. So once I know very well my clients, I will need to solve the need. So the need has 2 variables. When I need something, there are gains and there are pains. If I go to a restaurant and I eat something and I get sick tomorrow, I will never forget that restaurant. That's how deep the pain goes. If I go and something happens bad with that product or service, I will never forget. So it's very important that you are very careful on promoting, understanding how you solve pains, but also how you get the gains. Probably you see that these 2 lines are narrower compared to those 2 lines. This is what I was telling you, that maybe I want 3 main functionalities of a product, but there's not much I can increase in price. So it's very important to focus on the needs that the person has or the company has. Not to name 100. If I name 100, they won't even remember what I do or what I offer. You need to be very focused in the top 3. And then maybe when they know more about your products and service, you can share others. That will be a plus. But they are not going to pay more, even if you give them 200 benefits. Okay? They're going to pay to a certain point. That's why this space is narrow here. So let's think about this. And I want you to think about the needs. So these are 3 questions that I need you to be aware and answer for your own business. What need are you fulfilling based on a specific problem you are solving? There is a saying that the solution to a problem is how you define the problem. Once you have a very clear definition of a problem, it's very easy to solve it. So this is the same here. What is that real problem that your clients have? What is it? Either if you are selling to people, if you are selling to companies, if you are selling to government, what is the real problem they have? And that you identified that problem very clearly. What is your client trying to get done? So what is that thing they have and what they expect to be done? So that's also part of the description of the need. And how is this causing pain? So what is causing pain is because I cannot look nice for an event. For instance, if I have the hairstyling salon, or because those papers that I want to shred are taking so much space, but they are confidential. I cannot throw it away in a simple way. So we really need to understand and define very well the problem we're trying to solve, what the clients have been trying to do to solve it, and what is the real pain is causing. because that will really drive us to the next step, the solution. So the solution, to be relevant, this is your client, this is what you offer, but you need to generate a gain, sorry, this is the check mark, and eliminate a pain so it's relevant. So that something that in the market is needed, and you can really generate a solution that is solving that need, okay? Questions up to this point on the customer problem and solution. Please let me know if there are questions. You need to answer these questions. If you haven't taken the time and you don't know how big is your market, you may not be relevant. I always think at this time of the year, when it's the ugly sweaters, and I always think, okay, somebody made that sweater, and thank God somebody made it fashionable for this time of the year, because otherwise it will be, if somebody gives you those sweaters, they go into the closet and nobody cares. Maybe it's not something that you will buy unless you have an explicit reason to wear it, or unless you like to wear an ugly sweater because it's fashion at this time of the year. Because people will invest in a sweater they can wear all year long. So you need to make sure that you are relevant. So ugly sweaters, only relevant over the holidays. Okay, so think about this, the solution. What is your solution that addresses your audience identified needs? So we are already identified the need. So what is that specific solution we are offering? Remember, they don't want to hear everything. Not even the brain can hold more than 3 points of information, top 5. But overall, everybody only holds 3 points of information. So if you give them more, when you're talking about the solution, you are talking and talking and talking, it's because you need to do this exercise. Who's really your client? What is your need? And what is the solution? What are you providing to the customer? In the previous point, we talked about the customer that is very focused, that we need to know what is causing that pain and what have they been trying to do to solve it. Also, we need to create gains. What are those benefits that we're giving? We're solving it, and what are the benefits they're going to generate? So maybe more space, maybe they're going to look wonderful for the event they're going. So we need to know that. So to become relevant, I want you, and at the end, you will have all the questions. Answer who's your customer, what's your need, and what is your solution. So once you're very clear that your product is or service is relevant, that means that you have a good number of clients, you have clearly identified the need, and you have a solution that sets you apart from your competitors. Okay? Oh, Giselle, okay, you said what? You can answer in Spanish if you want. Athlete clothing, athlete products. Let me know. Athlete apparel. Okay. So in your case, it's very important, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to help you. It's true. Nowadays, many people exercise, and even athlete apparel is attractive to everyone because we may be wearing it at home. But it's very important that you go back and you see your apparel, and then you really, really understand what is that you're solving. So then you will identify who's your key audience. Let's say the athlete apparel you're selling is quite fashionable, and it could be more like a loungewear for women. So that will give you to a specific niche to talk to them. It could be that you only sell, okay, now that you're asking me, what about Giselle's asking, what about the needs or wants? Okay. So let's say within the world of athlete apparel, there are all types. For the ones to exercise in general, to the ones to exercise within a specific sport, to the ones that, I have a friend that says that she dresses with athlete apparel to feel that she has been exercising, even though she doesn't exercise. So to the ones that want to wear something to feel that they're exercising and just feel comfortable, okay? But it's very important to find your customers to the point. What they need. Let's answer the questions for you. Okay, so let's go here. So who's the primary person? In your case, we will need to identify who's this primary group. Are they men, women? When do they use the clothing? Is it for general sports? Is it for running? Is it for yoga? Is it for staying at home? Maybe just an apparel for women that help you, I don't know, is fitted so you look nicer, you look better shape, or maybe has a dry material that helps it get drier sooner. So those are the things you need to understand. Who's the customer that is looking for that benefit that you offer? Who's gonna pay? Imagine that you are selling to teenagers, then who's gonna pay? The teenager, the mom? So you really need to understand that. And what is really important for them? For instance, in athlete apparel, there could be many things. If you do yoga, probably you look for certain materials, and maybe that you want it breathable. Some people in yoga really want natural organic products. Maybe I run. So maybe if the apparel is for people that run, maybe I want some tops that are really hold you tight better. So you run and it's more comfortable for you. Or maybe the socks are, the ones that they don't get wet. So you really need to understand the characteristics of what you're offering to really understand what is the segment. Because if you say, I'm selling apparel, so you say for women that exercise to look good and feel good, and it's sustainable fashion. Perfect. So that means that your segment are really women that when they go to the gym, they want to look nice. That's not every woman. There are many women that go to gyms that nobody's looking at them. So that's the type of group that you want to mention, and that's the type of group you want to find. Only those women. So you really have a segment. You already have one segment. Women that look for athletic apparel, that want to look good, feel good, and be in fashion, even when they're doing exercise. Most probably, there are women that wear this apparel throughout the day. They go to the gym, they go out, and they still look very fashionable. They may wear it every day. So that's very important. Okay, so now we know our woman. So the need, remember, the pain is if they buy something and they don't look amazing, they're not going to buy it, because you already said to me that they want to look good. So probably the materials of what you sell are more fitted, their curves look wonderful. We need to understand what are the three things, the three outcomes that are looking in your clothing. Okay, women that take care of themselves. So they take care of them. So there are women that they invest on themselves. So we say that definitely there are clothing that they can use to the gym or outside. That's one thing they're looking. That is fitted enough to make them look wonderful. And probably that is flexible for throughout the day. So even like a day-to-day athletic look, there will be a limit of how much they will pay. If you start listing more things like, it's breathable, it will last 500 washes, they may not be interested in that. They may be interested that has the colors of the season, or they can combine and create their own capsule closet of athletic apparel. So that's what you need to understand, okay? So the question is, what need are you fulfilling? So we know we are fulfilling those women that they have the need to look good and feel good and have sustainable fashion, doesn't matter where they go, okay? What is your client trying to get done to look great every time they are, even if they're exercising? And what is causing them pain? That people will see them walking in and out and don't look good. That's the biggest pain. And the solution, so what you're trying to do with the solution is that you're addressing to your clients is this sustainable apparel that will make you look good. Doesn't matter if you are at the supermarket, at the gym, or coming in and out of exercising. What are you providing? Probably you have a set of that is combined. Also, that part of sustainable fashion is that they don't feel guilty when they wear it. So that's also a very specific type of women. And you can create those gains. Maybe you can, I don't know, when they buy your clothing, if it's sustainable, the type of packaging you use, the type of labels you use, all of that could be combined, because that's a very specific women that want to look wonderful, but they really care about the sustainability. Maybe they have kids, maybe they want to give the kids a better world, and wearing those clothing make them feel better, okay? So if you find out that and you have a good market, then you are relevant. And that's the most important thing, to know that there is enough market for your product and service. Once we know that we are relevant and we connected the customer, the need, and the solution, we need to work on making it unique. Because, yeah, there are many things that are relevant, things that we use every single day. But when they are relevant and they are unique, what you have is a generic product. So when you have a unique, generic product, you compete only on price. Okay, so it's very important that you know that once you are relevant, how your solution is unique compared to your competitors, and it's better, it solves it better, it gives something better, okay? So to make your business unique, you need to understand why it's better, you need to have evidence of why it's better, and what makes you remarkable. These are more difficult. The first three, I think, those are easier to answer, but have you ever questioned yourself, what makes your brand better? What evidence do you have of that? And what makes your brand or your product or service remarkable? Okay, so let's try with the example. Why better? So some things to think about why is better, like maybe unique features, like is organic or versus mass produced, or maybe there's an expertise. So you are very niche focused versus broad strategy. Maybe you can deliver faster, or your services, you can give it with it, you have a service 24/7 instead of people having to wait. Or maybe you are AI driven and not a static solution, or maybe you have different tiers of prices, or versus paying or a freemium that you pay at different stages, or you pay upfront the service. Or maybe you have a very personalized experience versus a standard. And if we talk about the apparel, maybe it's the type of material, maybe how it's finished. Maybe if it's a sustainable, maybe it's a couple of pieces of clothing that the people can keep and start growing the, what is a capsule closet is called a closet that everything combines, the pieces combine all together. So maybe that make it sustainable, how I use it too, how I combine. So if I get 2 more pieces the next quarter, they will fit and they will just expand my closet, and I don't need to find 2 new complete outfits. Maybe I'm just buying 2 pieces and it refresh my whole set of athletic apparel, and it matches perfectly. Or maybe with my athletic training product, I sell the pieces, but I show you exactly how with one piece that you buy, you can wear it in 5 different ways. So that my service, or what makes me unique, is that I show you how to wear it. And that's something that makes me completely different from my competitors, okay? So this is the part that why is better? Why you know you're better? So what you have to think about in this is explain how the business differentiates itself from competitors. That's what I was telling you. You have to ask, why is the solution superior to current customer options? Not only that I'm different, but how when you're beside your competitor, it's better. Yours is better. Then compare the business with competitors using segmentation data and the value proposition. Really take the time to see objectively, even as people, so you can see what really makes you better. Sometimes we think that there is a characteristic that makes us better, but when you interview people, they see something else. They see something different. So once we have why is it better, the next step is give me the evidence. You can say, okay, Giselle's telling me, let's go with your case, Giselle, thank you. So what makes her is their design that is very unique. I don't know if the design of the style or the fabric too, and sustainable fabrics. So it's a fabric that maybe is made really with the sustainability in mind, produced with factories that are already maybe recycling bottles or using something that is not damaging the environment. So yes, definitely that makes us, I think that's really remarkable, but what really makes us better is really, in your case, maybe it's a beautiful design. Remember that they care a lot about the design. Maybe your designs are very unique. So when I go on the street, I don't see everybody dressed like me, but I can combine. And in addition, it's a sustainable fabric. So that's why it's so important that you appeal to the right customer, because if you don't appeal to the customer that really care about sustainability, they won't pay for that premium. So it's important that you really know. So why is better is that Giselle really thought about everything, the design, the both in probably in the colors and the design, the graphic design, the design of the piece, how it fits amazingly. And in addition, the plus, the cherry on top is sustainable, okay? Then evidence. So what we need in evidence is either testimonials. We need to know that you're growing. We need to know why people prefer your clothing. Maybe have case studies, how you put pieces together of different competitors and people chose yours. Maybe metrics. Maybe when we are working with businesses, how you can improve time or efficiencies. Maybe endorsements. Somebody that really wanna sell your product. Maybe reviews, that a lot of reviews with 5 stars. The before and after photos. There are many businesses that you can work the evidence with the before and after photos, or even guarantees. Guarantees could be also a good way to have evidence that you are better. You know, we think we are so good that if you send it back, we will pay 100%. I don't doubt about my product or service, okay? So in this point, I want you to think then, why should people or businesses believe in you? So you need to prove it. Why should they believe that you are going to deliver what you say? So how, before I buy it, I know what is gonna come is good quality. And if you see, we do it all the time. Nowadays, we look all the reviews. I don't see, in my case, if I don't see a number of X reviews, I don't get that product or comments. So what proof points can you reference to support your claims? And sometimes it's not even you. Let's say you're selling a cosmetic product. Maybe you need a doctor to have tested, claims, photos. So maybe it's many points. It's not only one, but it's how you connect all of that. Imagine for the clothing of Giselle, sometimes in clothing we see the final version, but we forget to, it will be nice to see how the person looked with a different piece of clothing, and now when they're wearing yours, they look wonderful. Sometimes we don't use before and after for those cases. We use before and after maybe because we paint the house or we change windows, but sometimes we forget that it would be nice for apparel to see the before and after, how they look. So think of all the points, and that's why in the previous slide, I gave you some ideas. Finally, we're gonna talk how to prove that you are remarkable. And this is the most challenging one, but it's the most important one. Believe it or not, most of the people don't answer this question, but it's so important. So a remarkable work is when you solve critical needs. So it's the best solution of a problem, something that you do definitely better than the rest, and you can prove it. That's remarkable. Exceptional value. So it's something that you must have that has so many benefits that not even competitors match what you do. Memorable. So maybe your designs are so outstanding that when people wear it, people stop them and say, tell me, what brand is that brand? That's a remarkable thing. Maybe something shareable, that once you do this, everybody share it. It's so valuable what you do as a product, as a service. So whenever you serve somebody, they share it because it's so good what you do. You serve your clients so well. That's a remarkable thing. Or it's very impactful. So you connect to something bigger or to a cause. A good example of that, Bombas, you have seen those socks that they gave a free pair to a homeless of socks and underwear. That's remarkable. That's remarkable that they inspire us to invest on them so they can serve not only their clients, but all the homeless that need those type of that need really socks and underwear, like everybody. So what really makes you remarkable? And with that, you really need to go deeper. And if it's not, how can you elevate what you are doing to make your product different and unique, but so valuable? So let's think about these questions about remarkable. Why should your audience care? Why they should care for your product or service? Why not to buy somebody else? Why should they care? Why is your solution a must-have? Why, if you buy Giselle's clothing, you will feel better than with any other piece of clothing when you are at the gym? So why people take notice of you? So we want, yeah, definitely Giselle wants that when people work with her clothing, she can go out and people will go out and everybody will ask, why should your audience share about your product and service? And why does this idea matter? That's what it makes it very unique. And if you see all these services and products that we value so much, is because they manage to be relevant and unique. Think of things you say, oh my God, I will never be able to live without this. And it's very unique. It has something that you really care because it really solved something that it was key for you. It was a must-have. I mean, when you talk about it or when you share it, people notice it and they, wow, I want to know, you know, but when people say, could you share this with me? How did you get this? So that's what makes you remarkable, okay? So again, to make your business unique, we need to solve why is better, what evidence do you have, and then what makes it remarkable. And that's how we connect the dots. All the dots are understanding your customer, clearly understand the need, have a clear solution, know why is better, have the evidence to prove that, and be remarkable. And sometimes we don't see the importance, but we need to connect all of that to have really a rounded product or service. So to help you, I have, if you scan this QR code, it will take you to, let me show you. It would take you to a page in Notion that it has the templates that you can use to create. It will help you as a pitch, but it will help you to answer those questions. So let me open it for you. Okay. I think it will take you to this page. Let me stop, let me share. And if somebody needs this page in Spanish, I can also share it for you. Let me share again so you can see my page. So it will take you to this page presenting your company, and it has the same steps that I gave you. Why is better? So all of them, the customer segment, the needs, the solution, why is better, the evidence, what makes you remarkable. And then you can download this chart. You can answer. To download this chart, you just go here in the download. And you download this page, you fill it out, you answer the questions, and then you can use this formula. Our company helps customer, it has the 6 elements that need, buy the solution, that needs buy, the company product or service is better because, why is better? Proof of that is the evidence. And the reason of the company, the reason the company should be considered is what? So this will help you even in a pitch. So work on that. I hope you can, did you all use the QR code? Or I think I can share also the link in the chat if you didn't get it. Give me a second. So I'm gonna put it in the chat. I don't know, Jesus, if you wanna continue while I put in the chat the link of the Notion, but I hope you really work on this, especially starting the new year, so you know your company inside out and you can present it like nobody else. And I wish you a lot of success in the coming year. So Jesus, please go ahead if you want to introduce about BizCap.
Yes, yeah, so the BizCap project is funded by Congressional District 27. And we assist with small businesses located here in the city of Miami, Coral Gables, all the way down to Kendall, down to Color Bay. Our goal is to assist you at no cost. If you're looking for access to capital, international trade, how to start your business, marketing, we have specialized consultants that can assist you at no cost. And if there's any particular questions, concerns on how we can assist you with your business needs for any upcoming events, resources to implement your 2025 goals, by all means, we're more than happy to assist you and address those areas. Definitely, once again, Adriana provided the presentation, but strongly encourage you to like and subscribe our YouTube channel, as this will definitely help you to get the tips and for additional items in your toolkit for you to be successful as well. So I want to thank Adriana. I want to thank the participants in today's presentation, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you at the next event. Take care, everyone.